to me. You put on my finger.
But that was a part of us, our bond, our relationship.
Okay.
But you cheated.
So
You
how
broke
you gonna,
all that.
so
You
how
broke
you
all
gonna
that.
take it back? You pawned it. That's your loss. That's your fault. You should be paying me for the ring that you took from me.
Butler has 4 children for Wilson, but the latter strongly denies fathering 2 children, Zariah and Niana. If Wilson agrees that he fathered the other 2, why is he denying the paternity of these little girls?
At the time she had the baby, she was a liar, cheating all the time, had multiple guys running out of the house. And not mine, not at all.
And Miss Butler, you say he's absolutely incorrect. You are 48, she is 25.
Yes.
Doing her thing when really she's not.
Yikes, someone's already throwing shades, but that's going to be unpacked later. Since 2 children were involved, the judge decided to handle each case separately. So first, let's see what Wilson and Butler's relationship was like around the time Zariah was conceived.
She was living at home with her parents at the time, and one time I go up to her job, see her at work, take her some lunch, and I seen her get out of another guy's car. She'd been in a whole nother relationship with this other guy. I mean, what?
Okay, wait. So I want to understand this. At the time Zariah was conceived, you thought you all were committed.
I thought so.
But
Oh, now that's unacceptable. Butler admitted that she knew the guy Wilson was talking about. She also admitted that they had both gotten into a failed sexual entanglement, which means that they started the act, but didn't finish. Since Butler doesn't deny Wilson's accusations, the judge decides to move on to the period when Wilson discovers that Butler is pregnant with Zariah.
how did she tell you I'm pregnant with Zariah?
She was just talking about she missed a period, so I kept on telling her, go get the pregnancy test, go get the pregnancy test. So she finally got it, came and found out she was pregnant. So I always, in my back of my mind, I knew the baby wasn't mine.
What was going on?
I mean, I didn't have my phone at the hospital.
At this point, Judge Lauren started seeing how suspicious Butler was behaving. How is it that in the entirety of the hospital, she couldn't get one person to help her put a call through to Wilson, who was supposed to be her baby daddy? This only creates more doubt in Wilson's mind. Despite the doubts, Wilson was upset that his name wasn't on Zariah's birth certificate.
What the baby's name gonna be? So she gave the baby's first name. Now, at the time I thought it could be my baby, my last name. So the next day, I go to the hospital because they took the baby to another hospital. Come back here, go back there, the lady gave us our paperwork, it's back Butler. So I asked her, I'm like, how's the baby
Because
Butler?
you've been denying the baby, that's...
What is going on with Butler, and how is she even finding this funny? After having 4 children, it really can't be that this woman believes that one has to be sexually intimate with a person so many times to get pregnant. Even the judge was baffled by this thought.
That it's not about the quantity,
Thank you.
right?
Right.
You could have sex with him 5,000 times and have sex with another man 1 time,
But I know-
and that one man be the father.
No, but we always end up stopping or we either use the condom. So I know for sure.
Meanwhile, Wilson hopes that Zariah turns out to be his. So this has been a lot, and the judge decided it was time for the result, at least for Zariah's first.
Mr. Wilson, you are not the father.
Told you.
Or not?
Yeah, she said it. I'm not the daddy.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That's not crazy.
Zariah?
Yeah, she's not my baby.
1 child down, 1 more to go. Knowing how Zariah's results turned out, Judge Lauren asks Butler to come clean because there would be no reason to go through another whole back and forth drama if Niana isn't Wilson's. Here's what she had to say.
One of the children you really didn't know if Zariah was his, but Niana you're pretty confident about?
Yes, I am. Nyan is definitely yours.
You said that about the other one.
We just heard that same testimony, didn't we, Jerome?
Just heard
But I did thought both of the kids was yours, like...
With that, the judge begins another round of questioning. This time, the question concerns the nature of Butler's and Wilson's relationship during the period Niana was conceived. Let's see how that goes, shall we?
We was living in an apartment, so I would come over periodically, but everybody in the apartment talking about everybody running out the house, and I caught a guy over there one time, I knocked on the door, she trying to hide a dude in the bathroom.
There was not no multiple occasions.
guys.
You only seen one thing.
I only seen it one time, but everybody tell me.
Ugh, Butler. It's all just too much. But what's baffling is how Wilson knows all of this about Butler and yet is still actively involved sexually with her.
I mean, really, you've had so much to say about her. Little girl that don't know whether she coming or going.
You right.
In a hurry, going nowhere fast. fast, and you steady having sex with her with no protection and potentially making babies.
I thought about that, and I was wrong. I thought we can get back together, because she always telling we're going to get back together.
It's clear that Judge Lauren is pissed with this situation, and I don't blame her. Butler was asked to tell the court if she was dating someone else during that period. Here's what she said.
I did see the guy like a couple times, and
You know who the guy is?
There's multiple guys.
no, it was like one guy that I can
Multiple
remember.
guys.
I mean, like,
Multiple guys, ma'am.
we
Multiple
did try to
guys.
have sex, but we did use a condom, and like, he didn't even finish.
That one didn't pan out.
Yeah, that didn't
But
work.
I did that.
Multiple guys.
It appears that Wilson caught Butler with the guy in question. According to him, she tried to hide him in the bathroom. There is just too much going on between these two. Anyway, the results are in, and the judge wants to know one last time if Butler knows of another potential father.
Miss Butler, what if Mr. Wilson is not?
You said
He
that the
is
first time.
okay, but I know for a fact she is yours, so that can't be.
Have you thought about what if he's not?
No. I know for a fact she's definitely his.
Yeah, that about Zariah.
But she is yours.
Okay.
Phew, well, that had to be said. Moving on, let's see what the results say.
Mr. Wilson, you are the father. All this blessings both of you all got, I know you struggling. And what I've learned now,
Despite having admitted the mistakes she made in the past, Liddell is being persecuted by her 3 daughters, Lisa, Jasmine, and Jamie Williams. They claim that her promiscuous ways are the reason they are trying to uncover their paternity mystery. Why are the Williams sisters so much against their mother? Let's hear from Lisa first.
I was always, because, you know, being the baby, I'm the youngest. And I felt like ever since I was born, I've been lied to.
And you always felt left out. Tell me about the paternity issues.
It was this man who was supposedly had been my father, and we were all wanting.
Okay, there are already separate POVs about that. Liddell claims that her daughters are manipulators and liars, just like her. That aside, there has yet to be a clear story about where the paternity issue stems from. We're going to find out about that now.
Family members would say, no, he's not your father. It was a rumor going around that.
Who is that?
Jane.
The man going to appear in court today and has been tested.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you start getting doubt?
When I was about 17 years old, me and her had an argument, and she said, that's why he's not your father. Trying to get at a low point, knowing.
Now we've heard from Jamie Williams. Let's hear from the second daughter, Jasmine Williams. What does she have to say about the paternity doubts?
So when you were growing up, you were told that he was your father as well.
Yes.
But did you have doubts? The doubts were just based upon the way he treated you, or did you hear whispers and rumors?
All of the above, and also, it's a lot of her character traits that
She was leading.
The girls have all expressed the reasons they started having paternity doubts, but they were not done spilling all sorts towards their mother, Liddell. The girls mentioned that they never experienced the love of their mother, who sent them to the homes of various family members. Hearing that, Liddell had something to say in response.
I give them that. I wasn't about nothing. I didn't even love myself, so how could I love them? I think the best thing that I did was to give them to family, because if they would stay with me, either they'll be
The chance to try to raise us. I was in 5 different homes. 5.
She didn't try.
I have
One
the
thing
one
I could do for y'all.
You didn't try.
Wow, well, at least she's honest and seems willing to make amends. After all, she came to court to set things straight for the sake of her daughters. But you see those girls, as strong-headed as, well, whoever their father is. Their supposed daddy, Williams, has been tested and is joining the court session via a video call.
Mr. Williams, we're here with Lisa, Jasmine, and Jamie, and we're talking about the circumstances regarding their, do you believe you are young girl's biological father? Do you believe that?
Deep in my heart, Your Honor, and I hate to say it, and it's hurting me to say it too.
So it turned out that Williams, who Liddell had told the girls was their father, has always had paternity doubts. No thanks to Liddell's philandering. Not having a mother to guide them was already an issue for the girls. It got worse for them when an absent father was added to the list.
and then we don't have our father. You know, you get out here and do that you shouldn't be doing because you
Never had that father to show you. We never had that. Never.
Mr. Williams is here and he knows he's been absent. How has it affected you specifically when you...
Liddell tells the court that she does not know that William is the biological father. However, he is the man she suspects might be their father, hence his being in court today and having been tested. The session proceeds with Jamie questioning her mother for not being available for them when they were kids. You You would not believe what this turned into.
I was a piece of, like, I'm not gonna keep down on myself, but I didn't care about y'all. I'm keeping it real. Y'all want me to keep it real? I didn't care about y'all. Because y'all was I sure did. I sure said that because you know what?
Miss Liddell, hold on.
That's right, Liddell may have thought she was only telling them things as they were, but how she said them would do the girls more harm than good. It's even more painful to see the girls being so rude to Liddell when she finally expresses her reason for talking to them in such a manner. Take a look at this.
Whatever come out my mouth, like a lot of them, even if I mean it, sometimes I just don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Let's get some order. Ladies,
Try to learn.
ladies, the truth, and you yelling all over it.
Excuse me,
She just
I've never seen such a level of brutality on this show before, and that's coming from daughters to their mother. As Judge Lauren said, Liddell has expressed her remorse and practically described herself as the worst person on the planet, which is enough punishment already. But the girls aren't willing to listen and have gotten too comfortable in the victim's seat.
I tell people all the time, you can stay up in the comfy victim chair because it suits you well a lot of times. It gets comfortable. Ain't nothing gone right for me because I didn't have my mother. It's true. And then you sitting in this chair 20, 30, 40 years from now and you realize.
Sadly, Judge Lauren's little pep talk did nothing to make the girls behave. Instead, they continued to display their nasty behavior and maintained so much hate towards their mother. There was only little the judge could do. Ultimately, she decided the best thing to do was reveal the DNA test result. Let's see what the result entails and get this over with, shall we?
Mr. Williams, you are her father. Ms. Lisa Williams, Mr. Williams, you are not her father. Jamie Williams, Mr. Williams, you are not her father.
Rose McCrory is at the court with her husband, claiming that the defendant's ex-husband, Bailey, fathered her 3-year-old daughter, Nevaeh. The plot twist in this case is that McCrory asked for a DNA test 2 days after the potential father passed. So, the defendant, Smith, believes that the McCrorys are doing this because of the money.
That's
Really?
all she wants is the money.
Why do you say that?
This is the proof of the survival benefits that my daughter.
I'd like to see that. Will you pass that to me, Ron?
Well, the thing is, I believe I have every right to the money.
But Smith nor Ms. Minto, they don't have anything to do.
Right. Meanwhile, Mento, Bailey's daughter, claims that she once asked her father if Nevaeh was his, and he told her she wasn't. Besides believing her father, Mentor also states in the court papers that it is medically impossible for Bailey to father Nevaeh. Why did she say this?
That was to do with the XY chromosome. If he had gotten someone pregnant, it could end up as a miscarriage.
Wow,
Okay.
that's what you said. You told me he cannot have kids
Will
at
you
all.
let me speak, please?
Well, you're lying.
The chromosome specialist
Two different
from where I live,
stories.
in Massachusetts, where I'm from.
Despite being told, Rose McCrory still maintained that Nevaeh is Bailey's. As the judge mentioned, there is a lot going on here. There is the paternity issue, the survivor's benefits issue, and now a medical condition issue, all of which will be unpacked as the session continues.
You're saying there's also the survivor's benefits issue, potentially, and now there's at issue.
She might not have known of the medical issue at that point when she was with him, and she called us a liar.
So,
It's not because I'm going by what he told me.
All this is being said about a man who isn't even here to defend himself. Rose's husband also added his piece to bolster the gigolo part. He claimed that Bailey has another potential daughter outside. But of course, Smith wouldn't sit there while her ex-husband's name was being dragged in the mud.
We're not here to discuss anybody else. We're here to discuss your child.
Yeah, my
You know
child.
what?
That's what
Some kind of idiot, but in
No, he's
reality,
really not. No,
I know
honestly,
you're
he's not.
lying.
He was a good man. That's why you called him a man whore.
so Ms. Smith, who do you believe the father is?
I
do
think
you
it's
know?
her husband, Mr. McCoy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Smith also adds that Nevaeh looks more like Mr. McCrory than her late ex-husband Bailey due to Nevaeh's complexion, which she claims is similar to McCrory's. It gets even worse when it is revealed that Mr. McCrory is actually on Nevaeh's birth certificate. This revelation puts the McCrorys in a tight corner, and they have to explain this.
Okay,
Why?
so why?
I know, I can explain
Do
why.
you have the birth certificate with you? I'd like to
Yes, I
see
do.
that.
Yeah, we do.
Let me see this birth certificate.
I took responsibility because he didn't want. He said that he
Because
was
I
about
was his
to
one
get
and
rid
only.
of.
You're not his one and only. He said that. Be involved because my daughter's gonna be 18 now, have to be child support.
But Smith begs to differ as she claims that Bailey was with her the day Nevaeh was born. McCrory continues his testimony, saying that Bailey never stepped up for Nevaeh and Since he and Rose were dating, he decided to play the role of a father. Moreover, he had fallen in love with baby Nevaeh.
And then I basically with her for the whole pregnancy, which she wasn't, be with her for the rest of my life and get married to her, so.
Just wanted to step up to the plate for a child born to the woman you love and you plan to spend the rest of your life with.
Yes.
So you is the father that you submitted some photos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, neither party seems to agree with the other. This leads to another unnecessary argument between Smith and the McCrorys.
The fact is that she's still in love with him and she can't, or
He
anybody
actually
else
told me
have
that
a
once,
child.
how you were still
You
in
know
love
what,
with him.
something?
She
He was
has
my
a child.
true love and my only love, okay? He never even liked you.
Well,
I was
he must
the
have
one
liked
that
me to
stared
want
at
to
him.
sleep with me.
She has done nothing but harass. We made a memorial.
Okay, the McCrorys have been nasty. The couple tried to defend their actions by saying they were done in good faith, but Judge Lauren wasn't having it.
And let's not pretend. Now I want to hear the testimony, but don't feed me. Listen, that does not say Boo Boo the fool. You did not put this on.
But see, this is the thing.
So why do that after her father passed away?
We've been harassed for.
Judge Lauren already had enough with these people and their social media wars. You know what that means? Result time.
Mr. McCrory, you are not the father.
Thank you.
Told you.
That Nevaeh McCrory and Sierra Marie Mento are not related.
Yes.
Told you.
Yes, told you.
Now we're both even.
Now the harassment can stop.
Fernandez opines that his ex-fiancée Butler cheated on him with someone who he thinks fathered little Divine. It gets more dramatic when it is revealed that Fernandez called off the wedding, pawned the ring, and is now suing Butler for the amount he lost after pawning a $700 ring for $350. I get that Fernandez would call off the wedding, but pawning the ring? Why?
I took the ring back and I left. The ring actually cost about $700. I was only given.
Before all that, when we first got together, I already had a girlfriend. So
why are we here? I didn't cheat.
Okay.
Why are we here right now?
You did cheat, and that's exactly why I cheated. But he already had a girlfriend when we first.
Okay, to get more context about why she cheated, Judge Lauren asks Butler to tell the court the exact reason she cheated.
Miss Butler, why did you cheat?
Right, why did you cheat?
Because
Miss Butler?
I want to tell you. One day he come over my house, but he comes over, he say he was at the house seeing the baby. He comes to my house.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
And he smelled.
Oh boy, Judge Lauren has seen it all. Anyway, she asks Butler to continue with her story. Let's hear what more she has to say.
I call my friend so we can go out and I can have some. So eventually we end up going to the room or whatever. You know, pressure even more because they were all doing what they were doing.
So you admit to cheating?
I don't feel like I was cheating because he cheated on me. So
it's sexual intercourse. It's cheating.
Well, at least she isn't denying that she cheated, unlike somebody. Butler was engaged in extramarital affairs, no doubt. But how did Fernandez find out?
Pressing it out of her. When I came home, it was just me and her there one day. I see her phone. I ain't gonna lie, Your Honor, I'm a big snooper. So I grabbed the phone. I paid for the phone. But look, I'm a big snooper. I grabbed the phone.
I make you a
I grabbed the phone. I look through it. I see her hugged up with a guy. Some Gucci man looking guy. I don't think he's black.
But that's not even the shocking part of this case. It turned out that Butler is allergic to condoms. This revelation shocked everyone.
You allergic to it?
But I didn't know him.
So you're gonna eat some food that you allergic to it, but you ain't know him. You ain't know him.
So wait a
minute,
minute,
allergic
Mr.
to
Fernandez, you're saying Miss Butler is allergic to...
She's allergic to condoms, Your Honor. We never use them. I wasn't even aware of this because we never use condoms.
To the latex material.
To the latex material.
Okay, so now...
Wow. After it was settled that Butler wasn't allergic to latex, she pointed out that she had evidence of her conception period to prove her stance. Let's see what that's about.
Represents the day you were intimate with the plaintiff. All right, so you were intimate with Mr.
First, then we got into it. He cheated on me and did what I did.
So now, you submitted this calendar to prove that you were intimate with the plaintiff on the first, pretty much that whole week.
That whole week, yeah.
Chile, we've seen this occur a lot of times. Instead of coming out clean to say that the paternity is between two men, they only pin it on one person. It gets worse when Fernandez states that Butler has once told him that Divine isn't his. Now this, the judge wanted to unpack.
Let me get to that. What did she say?
She say when the baby did get conceived.
Okay, because you always throwing in my face.
I went to take the daughter
you cheated, Gucci Man baby. Of course, one day I'm gonna say yes, Gucci Man baby, because that's all you say. Nobody want to keep hearing that.
Understand now. Once you say that to a man, you can't unring that bell.
Well, Things got heated, but Judge Loren cleared the air. Soon after, Butler and Fernandez argued about the ring the latter pawned.
You're not. How you gonna lie? That's mine.
My ring.
You gave it to me. You put on my finger.
But that was a part of us, our bond, our relationship.
Okay.
But you cheated.
So
You
how
broke
you gonna,
all that.
so
You
how
broke
you
all
gonna
that.
take it back? You pawned it. That's your loss. That's your fault. You should be paying me for the ring that you took from me.
My ring.
Period. It's my ring.
Right, so if Fernandez had already accepted baby Divine as his, why is he still harboring paternity doubts in his head?
She was just beautiful to me. Still is, you know? And I love her. I do love her.
Because she's your baby. She looked all right. That's common sense.
She did when she first came.
In and out your life, so you doing the same thing. My dad did the same thing to me. I had my other son.
Now, this has become a terrible mess. The only thing that can help set things straight is to get the DNA test results. Let's find out what these results say for Divine's sake and that of the other little boy.
Mr. Fernandez, you are her father.
Told you. I know what I'm talking about. Time. All this time you've been doing that.
Wow.
All this time. I told you that's your baby.
Love you, baby. Hear me? I just want the whole world to see.